Hello everybody, it's Leah. I'm back with the project share. This year my son and I decided we were going to do a December daily, so I'm here to share that with you. December daily, for those of you who've never seen one, is a book where you document your 24 days leading up to Christmas plus Christmas. So I never use mini albums, but this year I am using a mini album. I'm not just going to take one photo and be like, Christmas was great. I really wanted to have good time with my son, capturing moments together before he just doesn't want to hang out with me anymore because he's getting too old. But yeah, so all of the embellishments in here are from the Mombi Chips Holiday Collection. And the paper is this collection from American Crafts called Kringle & Company. I bought it last year and it was super cheap. The whole package was marked $1 at Tuesday morning, and it also came with these stickers, which I didn't use on this project, but I've been using on other projects. And when I was at Tuesday morning again, shortly after I bought that package, there was one more package, and it was $1, and I bought them both. So I was excited to make this book. This book I made last year to sell at a craft fair, but it didn't sell. And so I gave my son a choice of like 3 books that I already had made, and he chose this one. So yeah, the wood veneer wreath, I've had the wood veneer also for a while, so I was excited to use that. And that inspiration for that came from this post from Studio Calico, that I found on Pinterest, and I will go back and this was one of the first times I'd seen a December daily was on this. So, I saw that all my friends in the Victoria Marie Facebook group were, you know, posting their videos, and I was like, you know what, this year I'm going to do one. So Garrett and I did this together. So I'm just going to flip through it, and at the end I'm going to give you some helpful hints that I have found made this an enjoyable experience versus a headache. Okay, because it can be documenting 25 days and posting a video of it when the day after Christmas is is a bit of a feat, but it can be done, and it can be done in a fun way where it is not like overwhelming. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip through the book really quickly and show you what I did. So this is an envelope mini album style. You can see tutorials on Kathy Orta King's YouTube channel. I do mine a little differently in that I don't like make a chipboard cover. I take a book and I recycle it. I pull out all the guts, and then I put my hidden hinge binding system, or whatever binding system you're going to use, right into the book. Okay, into the reused cover. It's my Christmas tree and some embellishments, a little checklist. This was our holiday card this year, and so I just tucked it right in. It's a wonderful time of the year, and then it has a little sentiment inside. My son's note to Santa, although I did cover it up, our address, obviously I didn't want you to see it, a stamp. By the way, using stamps as embellishments is so expensive. So I don't recommend doing it unless it's a stamp you just feel like you're never going to use. Yeah, so the Mombi chips came with numbered stickers as well, so I was able to number all of it without having to like go through 1,000 different thickers. And thickers, these are thickers I forgot that I picked up the other day. You know, and try to have all, if you like the miscoordinated mismatched thing, that's awesome. I liked that, which I do prefer it actually, but I liked that I already had the numbers and they were there and I didn't have to think about them too much. Okay, so we just got some treats while we were out. I used a combination of my regular camera and my Instax camera to take my pictures, which was great, and it made it easier to put the book together having the Instax. That's, ooh, it's just one of our cards. I put a bunch of cards that people gave us into the book as well. So you can see my son. We went out. Where is this? Oh, he went shopping at Toys R Us for his cousin. I tried a new Sam Adams beer, and I wrote the description. Anytime I tried something new, I wrote a description of it and put it in into the pages. And then the next page here. This was fun. We did a Christmas village. So yeah, it's just my regular old style of doing my books, and it's just, I guess it was very interesting for me to personally, actually I journaled within the paper, to use a mini album, because I mean, I made one for my husband, but it's really hard to see. That's my knitting project that's still not done. I made one for my husband, but I've never actually like put a book like this together for myself to be like, oh look, I have a mini album. So I'm finding I may be a convert to the mini albums. I love the flexibility here. I've got this little page here. I think mini albums are great if you have a story to tell. I don't think I would document like this all the time. I think I would stick with my, this was our invitations to our party. It was, we have our party, our family, our Friendsmas party on Yule every year, because that's just how we roll at the Delmater house. It's a lot of fun that way. We watch The Grinch. I took a day off. Here's some of our holiday cards that we got from people. My mom. I took the cards and I took the covers off because I'll probably use the covers to like cut out and use for embellishing, but the inside of the cards had really pretty embellishment. So I glued my husband's and my card back to back. This is also a great way to get your cards to fit inside of a book like this and not be flapping around. I took the front and the inside of this one and I glued them together. And I found that when I started taking the covers off, that a lot of the covers had like several parts. So this was a 3-part cover and I just took part of it off, and so it fits better inside and you don't have as much bulk in your book. My boys, they're getting so big. I can't. They're so cute. I can't believe I actually got them to stay still while I took their photo, because Garrett has about a 5-minute span. Evan has a 0-minute span. So he actually had a picture where he looked in the camera, but it wasn't as cute as this, him going, cheese, cheese. This isn't recording. Oh, it is recording. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't see the ticker going. Yeah, so, you know, we went out. I went on a lot of visits with people. I did some stuff for work. Christmas haircut. But again, I love the versatility of using the mini album. So I think it's great for telling stories. This was at karate, and Santa came by on the what is this, fire truck, which was really cool. You definitely have to, my cookie baking. You definitely have to really plan for a book like this. You have to plan, if you build the book first, you really have to plan what's going on what page, how many pages you think you need. And you have to be flexible as you go. But it's my ornament from my dad. I took such a terrible picture with it. The Instax camera is hard to shoot with, by the way. It's great for portraits, but terrible for still lifes. Yeah, you have to be a planner. This is not, a December daily is not for people who don't plan well. See how great the portraits came out? I put people directly, and I have flexible spotlights in my kitchen, and I put a spot, and then I told people stand in the light, and I stood, you know, the requisite 6 feet away from them, and the shots come out beautiful. And that's about all you can really use an Instax for, is for shooting people. It's very hard to shoot still lifes. I learned that. If you want to shoot a still life, use your regular camera, guys. Yeah, as you can see here where I tried to do a still life, and it's like you can't figure out, because it's very hard to figure out if people are in the frame properly or not on that thing. It doesn't line up. It's not like you get a real like viewfinder on that thing. But yeah, I think I would continue to use mini albums if I have to tell a story, like how I did with my road trip. I really enjoyed some wine we tried. I really enjoyed using it in that capacity, but I definitely will be sticking my 12 by 12s, and you'll be seeing a lot more 12 by 12. I can't flip the page here. Well, I can, but I'm just going to go like this because it's family and stuff. That's my brother. I'm sure he doesn't mind, but everybody else I'm going to keep off. I did a page that flips open, like this flips. I attached it to the folder page, so I get more pictures in there. Yeah, I think like how I enjoy. Oh, I forgot to talk about Christmas. Oh shoot, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't finish, but yeah. So this is Christmas Day. The boys again, so cute. I can't. Hold on, let me take this. Let me just take that out. Yeah, that's them Christmas Day. They had such a good time. They were the happiest kids. I love it. And our tree. I wanted to start with my tree and end with my tree. So I was so proud of myself that I did that. I was like, yes, I did it, and I planned so well. So that's the book, and so I want to talk about 3 tips for doing a December daily. 1, have your book pre-made. That is and maybe I have 4 tips. Have your book pre-made. It will save you so much headache because as you go, you can shoot. If you shoot Instax, it's great because you have pictures right away. If you have a selfie at home, a Canon selfie, that's just as good. You can print your pictures right away. If you have a 1-hour photo around, take pictures for a few days and then go directly to your computer, print out your 3 days worth of stuff, and then go pick it up. Do it in the print them in the afternoon and go pick them up in the early evening. And before you go to bed, get your glass of wine or whatever you like to do. Coffee. Who's drinking coffee at night? Hot cocoa. It's Christmas. And put 3 pages together minimum every few days. You really don't want to let it start to lapse. You will forget what you did. 2, plan out your 25 days of Christmas. Plan to have a good time with your family. Plan to take a day off, which I did. We actually had a couple of days off because unfortunately people got sick and we couldn't do anything. But be flexible about the plans and also about how you use your book. And 3, plot your pages. I really thought about how many pages I need. I knew it would be 8, 16, or 17, and 1 through 8, 9 through approximately 16, but I think I got 17 on here too because I needed more pages. And then I knew 18 through 24. I mean, if you're doing 3 sections, like in a book like this, you know, I figured that's how much I needed. I needed to break it up into groups of 8 and really force myself to figure out how to get that group of 8 inside each group of pages. I think for me as a photographer, the most important thing was to make sure that the way that I took my photos worked well with a book like this where I'm documenting specifically the activities that we're doing. You know, it's not like I'm just out and about and having a good time and, oh, I captured the moment and then I go. I really think about the way that I take my pictures. So I'm just going to give you a few hints. 1, fill your frame. Here you can see I filled up the frame with my tree. It's a tiny tree, but I filled the whole frame up with my tree. Again, my tree at the end. My frame is, and by frame I mean when you look through your viewfinder, how much of what is in real life do you see? So I filled up my frame. I filled from side to side with the gifts. Oh, that TV is not a gift. And from top to bottom with presents and tree. If you don't fill up your frame, which this had a lot of mess in it from side to side, crop. Cut your pictures up. Don't be afraid to cut your pictures. I cut them into little 3x3 squares. You know, it fit the picture better. Cut out the stuff that just doesn't look good. You know, you don't want to have like just a picture and the person's this big and then the whole rest of the background is just like, ugh, you know, and I bet you're all wondering how, I know I've said 1,000 times, I'm going to teach you guys how to do this, how I make these small pictures. This is also like a great thing to do. If you have your selfie, you can print 2 pictures at a time on your 4x6. I do it through a program called Photoshop, where we set it up so that 2 pictures print on a 4x6. And I think even I did it where 3 or 4 pictures, I've done it before, 3 or 4 pictures print on the 4x6. You know, you really want to, again, you can see, I just took like a still life. And sometimes it's not just about the people, it's about the things around. I wanted to enhance the idea of, oh, my son got his haircut. Oh, look, here's some barbicides and clippers. You know, this wasn't even a photo I took. This was just a printout of the poster from the movie The Grinch. We watched it, you know, but again, with your photos, you really want to be considering how you fill it up. And then be flexible about the ways that you take photos. The Instax camera is fantastic. Your phone is fantastic. You can take really great pictures with your phone. Don't feel like you have to have I'm not going to say how much my camera costs, but it was a very expensive camera, you know, because I use it professionally. You don't have to have a professional picture to take great fun pics. I mean, this is a great little picture I set up. I just really took my time setting up the board game so that I could have a really nice picture. I took the time to clean up the windowsill and frame my picture up well so that it was good. It's blurry. You can barely even see the detail on that. But it's a great shot because I was thoughtful about how I crafted it. The same with the photos of family members. Like, again, this photo of the boys or these pictures of my kids. You can take pictures of your kids like this with your phones, guys. It's all about filling up your frame, really thinking about how the light is hitting the person and then how they fill up the frame of the picture, okay? So I just want to encourage you guys, try a December daily if you hadn't done it. It's a lot of fun and a great way to make memories and a great way to document and go out there and take great pictures. And I can't wait to start this new year with all of you. We're going to have some really great new projects coming up. I know I didn't do my Christmas project. It's cute, but I'm going to show you how to do it anyway because you can use it at any time, and that'll be the next project. So take care. Have a great day. Happy holidays, and we will see you after New Year's. Bye.